G'day Internet, I'm Brendan Gasperin and this is Doom the Dark Ages Level 1. Let's go. Apply some space. In the age of fire and ruin, when the legions of hell first set foot upon Argentina, another came, an outsider, his path to their world carved in blood, for the demons could not escape his wrath. The Night Sentinel was desperate and broken, saw in him a weapon. Their gods, ever watchful, saw something more. They bestowed upon him strength beyond mortal flesh, speed beyond thought, a gift now tethered to their will. Khalim on the planet of Argentina. Gory.
We found their entry point. It doesn't make sense, sir.
The barrier is still holding, but our scans show that 3 portals were open from inside the village.
The demons couldn't get past the barrier. Some of their followers are letting them in.
The transports. How much time?
Sentinel Command, planet of Argentina.
Bishop. Bailey's armored division is still an hour away.
We could try and launch the outlet.
There's no time. Bishop Creed. We need him.
The Creed Maker's ship.
The village of Khalim is a mining settlement. If it falls, everything will be destroyed, including your sentient energy reserves.
Launch the Slayer.
Total purification targeted for the village of Khalim.
is quiet compared to the other Doom games. Hold right to block it, mouse button to block incoming frontal attacks with your shield. While using shield block, you can lock onto a target. When the lock on is active, press left button to shield charge at them. It can be used to charge great distances and deals damage on impact. Jumps towards a scramble wall that automatically scramble up it. While sprinting, press space to jump higher. When a demon takes enough damage, they'll become dazed. Press E near them to execute them and they'll drop additional health. Not quite as gory as Doom or Doom Eternal, the glory kills.
The Slayer is dangerous. Keep your distance.
Can't stay here.
Weapon drop incoming. In 3, 2, 1.
G to use. Press E to perform a melee attack with your power gauntlet and consume a charge. You can store up to 3 charges, allowing for damaging melee combos. Striking a demon with a melee attack will drop ammo for all of your weapons. The power gauntlet charges regenerate over time or by finding melee ammo in the world. Demons hit by the power gauntlet can falter, creating an opening for additional combo attacks and damage. Perform a 3-hit melee combo by hitting it 3 times rapidly. Found a secret area. If you're killed in combat, a life sigil can be consumed to revive you and refill your health. If you run out of life sigils and die, you will restart from the last checkpoint. There is a limit to how many life sigils you can hold. Point of no return objective markers look like this. Once you pass through a point of no return, you cannot go back. Green Hell Surge projectiles can be parried with a well-timed shield block. Parrying attacks recharges your melee strikes faster. Once dazed, some demons are vulnerable to glory strikes. Glory strikes can disable attacks or even weaken demons, but they will not kill them. Glory strikes drop health. Press Enter to bring up the auto map and view the mission area in your dossier. I reckon that's meant to be tab. Your auto map will show you where you have been and where you have yet to go. It will also reveal valuable items that are nearby, so be sure to check it regularly. Press H to view your current objectives and objective markers in the world. A shredder is a full auto weapon that launches a barrage of barbed spikes at enemies. It is equally effective from close to long range, so long as you can stay on target. Hold Q to activate your weapon wheel and choose from all your weapons. Press Q to swap to your previous weapon. About that secret door. Do I have to go back? Codex found, the village of Khalim. The village of Khalim is a rugged outpost where towering extraction rigs harvest primordium essence, a raw volatile precursor to the Sentinel energy drawn from the fossilized remains of Argentineur's prehistoric titans. Perched on the edge of a storm-lashed coast, Khalim doubles as a vital seaport, its harbours bustling with the transport of this precious resource. The village's immense energy signature makes it a coveted prize for invaders, with its fortifications bristle with defences, from towering gun emplacements to reinforced walls. Khalim holds defiant, a hardened bastion protecting the lifeblood of Sentinel innovation. Imp. The Imp is among the most common of Hell's lowborn demons, thriving as scavengers that feed on carrion. Covered in rows of jagged spikes and protected by a tough leathery hide, imps strike with searing projectiles forged from their hellfire coursing through their veins. Zombies serve hell as the shambling remnants of conquered species, their once distinct forms now grotesquely deformed by the corrupting influence of demonic energy. Stripped of their former identities, they wander the battlefield as mindless thralls to their demonic masters. Soldiers. These demons serve as the expendable vanguard of Hell's armies. The Horde's allegiance is fiercely contested, as commanding it signifies ultimate authority and dominance within the infernal hierarchy. Imp Stalker. Born from Hell's searing chasms of fire and brimstone, Imp Stalkers are predatory hunters of the Great Steppe. Larger and more cunning than their skittering imp brethren, they tirelessly stalk their prey with a degree of intelligence absent in other demons in their rank. While closing in on their enemies, they unleash waves of fire that track and even anticipate their target's movement, as if the flames themselves bear sentience. They are especially threatening in close quarters, where they quickly lash out with searing hot claws that rip through flesh and metal with ease. Their general disregard for self-preservation makes them well equipped to serve as frontline soldiers. Pinky Rider. Reptilian steeds of the Archer-class demons. These horned quadrupeds bring speed and ferocity to Azrak's invading force. Spawned in the hellfire pits of the Umbral Plains, the Pinky Riders, as the Sentinels call them, are discarded by the Demon Prince the moment their war-torn bodies falter. Riders choose their mounts for fleeting glory in the underworld's halls, yet these beasts are no loyal companions. Many a sentinel has witnessed the horrors of Pinkies turning on their riders, feasting on their flesh amidst the chaos of battle. Hell Cultists. The Sentinel cultists, once esteemed scholars of Argentineur, fell victim to their own ambition. Drawn to the enigmatic power of an unseen dimension, they sought to harness its frequency, unaware they were courting the essence of hell itself. Their experiments shattered their sanity, twisting their brilliance into cruelty. Now, under the dominion of Prince Azrak, they channeled their corrupted intellect to breach the dimensional barrier, opening portals that unleashed demonic hordes upon their homeland. Betrayers of their kin, the cultists' once noble purpose has been perverted into a dark legacy of ruin and servitude to Hell's will. Shield Soldier. These demonic foot soldiers wield shields forged from dread steel, a black iron extracted from the volcanic pits of hell itself. The dread steel's infernal origin imbues the shields with an aura of malevolence, making them both a potent defense and a symbol of hell's relentless power. Combat Shotgun. Forged from the embers of Earth's primitive weaponry and tempered by the advanced craftsmanship of Argentineur, the Slayer's combat shotgun is a relic of his arrival in a world besieged by chaos. Originally discovered beside the bloodied and battered figure of the Slayer when he emerged from the portal, this single-shot weapon bore the unmistakable marks of his homeworld's design. The Night Sentinels, despite their wariness of the Outlander, augmented his weapon with their arcane technology to reinforce its frame and imbue it with devastating power. This shotgun became a symbol of defiance, carving through the demonic hordes and etching the Slayer's legend into the annals of Argent and Ur. The Slayer's power gauntlet, forged under the Maker's direction despite opposition from the Sentinel High Priests, amplifies his devastating strength. It is embedded with iron conduits which channel raw Sentinel energy into arcs of crackling lightning which surge with every strike. Inspired by the Slayer's vicious combat style, these gauntlets were designed to maximize his brutality against Hell's hordes. A weapon of defiance and destruction, it symbolizes both the Slayer's might and the Sentinel's uneasy alliance with him. The Shredder is a masterpiece of Sentinel ingenuity, a full-auto marvel designed to unleash a torrent of razor-sharp steel bolts. Built for speed and precision, it employs a rotating drum of smaller projectiles, each home to a needle point for maximum penetration. The weapon's hard as its crystalline core, extracted from the volcanic depths of Mount Kaldrath, which generates the kinetic force to fire bolts in rapid succession. Lightweight and brutal, the Shredder was favoured by scouts and vanguard warriors, who needed to rain destruction while maintaining mobility. This weapon's punishing volley cuts through flesh, armour and bone alike. Turret, you say. End of chapter objective markers look like this. Once you reach this objective marker, the chapter will end.
Felt a weapon as powerful as the Slayer.
Should be guided.
And you agreed.
He's not one
Of us. We want assurances, and so did I. once again. And still, you continue to be influenced by this outsider. It is not his wish who is forced on the battlefield against the Slayer. All the power of hell cowering before one man. Our enemy is divided. The time is now. And the heart of Argent gives us the power to conquer the beast and crush his allies. Your horde is yours to grab. For now, Prince Aslan, I will be informing by counsel of your progress.
You'll feel him, and so your dominion over hell is not absolute.
Avoid the Slayer. We should focus on breaking humans first. Then resume our search.
Nice. Okay, so that was Doom the Dark Ages level 1. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit like and subscribe, punch those little demon buttons in their faces. Leave a comment whether it's nice or nasty, and check out some of the other videos that are probably appearing on your screen right now. And until next time, peace out, homies.